Full many a glorious morning have I seen, flatter the mountain tops with sovereign eye, kissing with golden face the meadows green, gilding pale streams with heavenly alchemy. Anon, permit the basest clouds to ride with ugly wrack on his celestial face, and from the forlorn world his visage hide, stealing unseen to west with this disgrace. Even so, my sun, one early morn did shine with all triumphant splendor on my brow. But out, alack, he was but 1 hour mine. The region cloud hath masked him from me now. Yet him for this my love no whit disdaineth. Sons of the world may stain when heaven's sun staineth. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme, but you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. 'Gainst death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth. Your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity that wears this world out to the ending doom. So, till the judgment that yourself arise, you live in this and dwell in lovers' eyes.
My first years at boarding school was all baseball, hardball they call it, I guess that time, you know, and hockey. And I didn't really play sports when I was in boarding school. You know, it's too small. You know, it's just 5 years old or so. But most of the stuff I remember when I was a young kid was through my dad, because he was very into sports. He played baseball when he was younger. You know, they had a team called the Four Aces that time. You know, and they competed outside the reserve too. Like they played against Boucher's, Pine Falls. I imagine Lac de Bonnie was involved too. But I don't really remember seeing them play. I just heard from my dad about these stories. When I seen my brother played baseball too, Alphonse, he played a lot of baseball, you know. I didn't really see any coaching from the priest, you know, because I was small then when I started noticing things about sports. I started skating myself and trying to play ball and trying to play hockey. The older boys, the bigger boys, you know, much older guys, they had organized. They were organized, you know. They had a full team. They competed outside. My first organized hockey game was playing juvenile hockey for Pine Falls. There was several Anishinaabe boys from Sagging that played there. Howard Morso, Harold Crushane, Philip Fontaine, Buddy, Felix Bobard. That's the guys that made the team. They had several teams. Yeah. You know, especially in fastball, when fastball took over hardball. Yeah. You know, more teams were formed. We even had a league here one time. You know, just within the reserve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fastball league.
How many teams?
There's about four to six teams, I think. There was Braves, you know, that's the team I remember most, Braves. You know, I know they had in residential school they had Rangers one time, Rangers uniform, but I don't know if they call it Rangers. Because I remember when fastball took over, Conrad Spence formed a team we called the Cubs. You know, that was a team to watch. It felt good to beat the rivals. That was the thing for everybody to beat, especially when they came down and played in our territory. Like, tournaments were good. Ball tournaments. You know, a lot of outside teams came in to compete. You know, right in the reserve here. as far away as Fort Francis. Ontario teams came out, Saskatchewan. We had good tournaments.
And you,
Excellent,
and
yeah.
you would go there too?
Oh yeah, we'd go there and represent Sagging. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's how you attract other teams to come in. You go to their home turf, you know, and then you invite them to come back. That's how we got teams to come in. I remember playing in Fort Francis there a couple of times. You know, going out there to play hockey, stay for the weekend, International Falls. We didn't turn anybody away, you know. If you wanted to come and play for the team, you know, so try out, and if you make the team, you play. That's how it was.
Did you listen to hockey on the radio, or was there TV already?
No, there's no such thing in the boarding school. My dad used to have a radio, you know, and they used to listen to the radio on Saturday nights, Hockey Night in Canada. Foster Hewitt, I think, was broadcasting the games, but they didn't come on till 8 o'clock at night. You know, it's on the radio, just listening to the whole game. And he was always, every Saturday he listened. Of course, every Saturday was Toronto Maple Leafs every Saturday, you know. That was the team for Canada, I guess, you know. But the rivalry was there with Montreal. Yeah, that was the original 6 era. And his favorite team was Toronto, I know that.
Okay.
More sports came in, you know, as the generation grew older, you know. Running, like you say, running, especially on the treaty days, you know, you had competitions like running canoe races and stuff like that. Well, it's one way of making it into the world, eh? You know? You have to get involved. Like when you go to university, you have to go into a white society. You know? Same with sports. When you play sports, you have to go and compete against the outside of Sagging. You know? Not just Sagging. You have to go out there. That's important for the individual. Integrate, all that, I guess. You know? You can't always say, oh, Anishinaabe. You have to get under that once in a while. Sure, it's nice to be Anishinaabe, but there's more to being Anishinaabe. You gotta take pride of who you are. You have to show your skills to other community. You know, your abilities, what you know and what's inside you. You have to show off that stuff. You know, just as good as anybody else. A lot of our young generation, they got a lot of hidden talent. You know, it has to be exposed. People need to see that. That's the only way people are going to get recognized. You know, this guy's got skills, this person has skills. You know, just as good, you know, if not better. That's what's important, to do whatever you can do. Like Obama said, we can do.
Zoge pohon agwajin nugu bebon hin gama nivinega esko gashko dio kizi manado kizi sons ahina kizo waha kizis bebon ikwengi ayawa Zegwan, Ikwegi Majan, Yeguanani Nujque, Yeguanani Nujque. Escocheba quises, oh, Ingi window moa, Ayana, Giggle Guajamin, Newigi Maja, Magigish Quaven, Equegi Maja, Iguana no Square, Iguana no Square, Iguana no Square.
Were the priests involved in sports? Like
Yeah, there was Father away taught the boys outside hockey. Father away, you know.
Oh yeah, okay.
And there was his younger brother Ruway was there too at the end. There was the older Ruway was the one that started teaching, but he moved to Kenora later on as a principal there. We had two priests. One was the principal of the recreation, and the other one was the parish.
Oh, okay, okay.
Two priests. We had two priests all the time. One looked after the parish, and the other one looked after the residential school.
Oh, okay.
You know, he was the head of the school.
Is that the only sports there was in residential school? Was
Yeah.
hockey only?
No,
Or
no, it was this soccer.
soccer?
Yeah, and baseball.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Yeah, that's
so,
it.
so the school had teams of their own.
Oh yeah, they had.
Did they play the
they used to
reserve
go and
teams?
play. They used to go and play in Pine Falls, Lake Tibone, Bush Shore with the baseball. But in terms of hockey, they would go into the other communities in the winter.
Oh, yeah.
It was all outdoor rinks.
Oh yeah.
There was no indoor. Maybe in Bush Shore, I think, like big towns. That's the first time you get a chance to go. And
Were
play
all
in-
the students allowed to play, or just certain ones?
certain ones that were that made it?
Oh, okay.
You know,
So,
but they were still all the rest of the students had a chance to skate around, but these ones were picked to be in a team.
the better ones.
The better ones, yeah,
Oh, okay.
that could play hockey and skate and stuff like that.
Kagashi and you guys not getting any hockey equipment or stuff, sports stuff. What were they made of?
Well, you know they had these little pads, you know, and the one that was equipped was a goaler.
Uh-huh.
The hockey players only wore them short little pads
Oh,
to
okay.
protect their legs.
Their shins, like?
Yeah, and they had some of them used them skates. I had one pair of skates where it's roller skates.
Okay.
That's what I used. Boy, they were good. And everything was outdoor.
Oh, and there was not
There
no,
was oh yeah, there was
arenas, like?
you know where we had a residential school there. I don't know if I brought pictures, but there was a barn there. That's where they had an outdoor rink.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know, and when Jean Pritchett was the Minister of Indian Affairs, he came down for the grand opening of the arena centennial project, and he played hockey.
Was that first arena, the one that?
Yeah,
went down?